Hello, so this is my professional growth project. I am Fernando Herrera. So the meetup group that I chose was Learn to Code Los Angeles, and this is the URL to the group, and this is a screenshot that I took while I was in the meeting. So the name of this meeting was Introduction to Coding: Start Your Career as a Software Engineer, and this meeting was held virtually on Zoom on the date of Wednesday, November 1st, 2023, and it was from 6:30 to 8 p.m. Now, the presenter was called Argi Avetizian, and a few things about him is that he is a full stack developer for 8 years. He has worked in the healthcare, finance, tech industry, and in companies such as Toyota, Lexus, and Google. He started with front end programming and later transitioned to back end programming with PHP. And he is completely self taught. So that is probably the most remarkable thing about him. Now, as for the discussion revolved around a practical approach to obtaining a job in the technology industry. So that was the whole point of the meeting, right? To starting your our career as a software engineer. And certain pointers that were mentioned were that you should learn the programming language that the industry demands. And right now, with web development, it's React, Angular, and Vue.js. And then another pointer was to pick a language and specialize in it rather than being a generalist. And it says that most junior and mid-level job positions require this. So basically, in order to obtain your first job and get your foot in the door, you have to specialize in a certain language to fit a specific role that is needed. And of course, for the third one, is to optimize your projects, experience, and resume for that specific job. Such as if you're trying to get a job in React, you have to have made projects and fix the issues that may have arisen to show that you have got experience. And this makes sense because when you build projects using a specific stack or programming language, you have to deal with the bugs that happen when you're trying to build it and compile your code. So fixing the bugs gives you confidence and shows that you have experience. Now, who did I meet? Well, bringing him up again, I got to meet Argi uh, Avetizian. I don't know how to say his last name, Avetizian, which is him right here, the speaker. And a question that I got to ask was, is going to a boot camp useful to obtaining a job in the tech industry? And the answer was pretty interesting. So that a boot camp builds discipline and helps you do projects. However, they're pretty expensive. And the next question was, why would you pay $10,000 when you could do it on this community for free? So, and that's what Argy was mentioning, that the whole point of the meeting was to build a whole community in which multiple people could support each other and reaching their goals in the to be a software engineer. And another thing that he said was that everything in a boot camp can be found online for free. So if you're disciplined enough to be self-taught, then you can learn it on your own. Basically, if you have discipline, there's no need for a boot camp. And if you don't have discipline, you might want to pay for a boot camp. That might be more advantageous to you. My final opinion was that the meeting was good because it provided a way for everyone to ask questions about projects, job hunting, and other questions which were all related to the computer industry. And I would go back because the knowledge from the speaker was very practical and insightful as to getting a tech job. And I also noted that the group was very positive and supportive. And however, going back once or twice more would probably be enough to get the sufficient knowledge to take the right steps to becoming a software engineer. So there's no need to like keep on assisting to these meetings because the knowledge that you obtain is eventually enough to just take the first steps. And now, moving on to the IEEE club meeting. This is the screenshot that I took of the meeting, and a few things that were mentioned were that the new IEEE website was just made, used for talking about events, schedule votes, and a new feature in bite-sized talks. And to be a member, you have to go to IEEE.org, sign up, and the membership price is $32 a year. And then you join a community of more than 400,000 technology and engineering students. And they also mentioned that there was a soldering event of FM radio scheduled for Friday, October 6th, from 3 to 5. And then they were accepting designs for t-shirts. They also said that IEEE Extreme is a programming challenge event on Friday, October 27th to Saturday, October 28th. And what happened? And then the team with the most correct and completed challenges will win. So that was basically what they talked about in the meeting. Now, Stack Overflow, a question that I found was how can I remove a specific item from an array in JavaScript? And the answer was that you have to find the index of the item using the index of method, and then using that specific index to remove the item using the splice method. And this was completely relevant because I took a web development course and removing specific items was a big issue and to complete the assignments. So this was pretty useful. And GitHub. GitHub is a website and platform that helps people collaborate on and manage software development projects. And it allows people to store and share their computer code, track changes made to the code, and work together to improve it. So this is a pretty useful platform for software engineers. And this is the screenshot that I took. And that is it for my professional growth project. Thank you for watching.